What's up, guys? It's Devin of That Shell Gamer. Welcome back to Doki Doki Outcast. It's been a very good while since I've played this. I do, however, remember this time what we did because it was very, very interesting to look at, and it was very, very good artwork. I'll say that much. If you guys missed last episode, basically what happened is we finally did we quote-unquote made love to the girl that we fell in love with. I'm not gonna go any further than that because I feel very uncomfortable talking about it. I didn't want to skip out on any of the text, so I hope you guys understand why I did. I censored it at least, so it's not like you guys had to see it. But I did say, I told Matt that this would be the next episode that would be come out after the break is over, and hey, my break's over, I'm back, and we're recording Outcast now. So, let's go back into this, and it's been so long. It's been since September 7th. It is the 13th of October now. That's how long it's been since we've played this game, which is very, very crazy. Act 3, Chapter 2, Lonely Reading Session. That doesn't sound good. I'm just gonna say it up. That already sounds like that something bad is gonna happen this chapter. A few days later.
I wake up to the sound of my alarm. I'm not sure if I want to go to school this morning. Maybe I can make up something for my absence. Would anyone even realize that I'm gone?
Probably not, but you know, that's got its own other reason.
Seeing that student again.
She's very, she doesn't have any friends at school, and she's very, like, a big introvert, so I don't think anybody would ever notice. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think anybody would actually notice she's gone. So it could help her favor, but I mean, it's still not a good thing to skip school just because of this. Now, she says that student again. She's definitely not talking about us. Was there another student that was, you know what? It might have been something to do with the festival. There was a couple of kids that were picking on her and stuff, and I think that that's probably what she's thinking about right now.
I know he'll make fun of me. Why am I so weak? Why can't I be strong like everyone else? I look over at my shelf. Maybe just one more time. Yeah, one last time. Then I'll never do it again.
No, don't do it! You're supposed to stop this! It's not that, you know, obviously I don't think of her any less because even MC's like, you know, it makes him love her even more, but it's still not good to continue it. I've been working on my paper for quite some time now. I woke up a little early this morning before school to finish it. And done. It took me a while to finish, but I'm proud of what I've written. I neatly put it in my school bag. Even though the snow is gone, I make sure to grab a jacket as well. Better safe than sorry. I head outside. Side. That was a weird way of saying it. This is what I expected. It's a little warmer. I start walking to school. The school day goes on like normal and it's nearly over. As Miss Addie wraps up her lecture, she asks if everyone is ready to turn in their assignment. I go up to her desk and hand her my assignment. You seem very enthusiastic, Devin. Are you proud? I am. I think it turned out very good. Well, good to hear. I can't wait to read it. Oh, one more thing. Would it be alright if I have it back when you're done grading it? I don't see why not. Thanks, Miss Addie. She nods and I head back to my seat. The bell rings shortly after and I head out into the corridor. It's time for the club. I can't wait to see Yuri. If she shows up, because we already know that she's thinking about not. I make it to the club. I peek inside. Wait, I see everyone else except Yuri. Where is she? I enter the club room. Everyone is engaged in their normal activities. Monica looks at me. Hey Devin, how you doing? Monica looks at me with a concerned expression. Is something wrong? No, not really. I was just wondering where Yuri is. I'm not sure exactly. She's usually here by now. Maybe she's just running late? Maybe so. I'm sorry, Monica. I didn't intend to make it a big deal. No, you don't have to apologize, Devin. I understand. You care about Yuri's well-being. I nod in agreement. I'm sure she'll be here soon. I'm just gonna sit and read a bit if that's alright. Sure, go right ahead. That's why they called it a lonely reading session. It's not Yuri reading alone, it's us reading alone. That's deep. Sure, go right ahead. I'll be right here if you need anything. Thank you, Monica. Monica goes back to talking with Sayori. Natsuki's reading her manga. I plop down in my seat, pull out my book, and start reading. And I'm assuming she's not going to show up. I've been reading for almost half an hour now. Yuri still hasn't shown up. Where could she be? I take out my phone and check for any messages. Nothing. Hey, I turn around. Natsuki's standing there. This is a literature club, not a texting club. Sorry, I got distracted. Is something wrong, Devin? Well, it's just that Yuri hasn't shown up. I was just curious as to why she's not here. Well, maybe something came up and she couldn't make it. Why are you so worried anyway? I get that she's your girlfriend and all, but she can handle herself, you know. I know, it's just... I was about to answer, but I stopped myself at the last second. I'm the only one that Yuri's spoken to about her cutting problem. It wouldn't be wise to bring that up, at least not right now. I don't want to breach her privacy on the subject. Yuri will just tell the girls when she's ready. For now, I have to keep it between us both. I just worry, that's all. I get that, but you don't need to worry constantly. It's not going to make anything better. Natsuki said that a little too loudly. Sayori and Monica look in our direction. They quickly dismiss the conversation and go back to what they were doing previously. They probably didn't want to intervene. Well, I'm gonna head back to my reading. Don't worry about it so much. Yuri's fine. Just try and relax. Okay, Devin? Alright, I will. Natsuki walks back to her desk. I guess she's right. Maybe I was being a little paranoid. It's not hard to be sometimes. Especially after what Yuri showed me. She's already been through enough. I can't bear the idea of her doing any more harm to herself. Maybe I should just read some more. I need to take my mind off of this. Time passes and Monica calls out to us. Okay everyone, it's time for us to leave. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Everyone starts packing up and we exit the room. Sayori and I walk home together. The walk is quiet most of the way. Sayori timidly glances at me from time to time. Is she worried about me? I really need to do a better job of hiding my emotions. Sayori eventually stops and comes forth with what's been on her mind. Are you okay, Devin? You look a little upset. Yeah, I'm okay. I was just curious about Yuri. Oh, that's right. She didn't show up, did she? I shake my head. Don't worry, Devin. I'm sure she'll be at the club tomorrow. She probably had something come up. Yeah, I'm sure she will. See you tomorrow, Sayori. Sayori waves goodbye and leaves. I head home myself. Cool. I lie down in my bed. I keep thinking about Yuri. Am I being too paranoid about this? It was only one day, but still. Maybe I should just get some rest. I'm sure it'll help take my mind off of it. Tomorrow will be a better day. I hope so. Otherwise this will be a very sad chapter. Oh, it was a sad chapter. That's the end of the chapter. So I guess there's no stopping it from being sad and lonely anyway. Chapter 3, exciting news. I'm hoping that the word exciting means good, not bad. And I'm getting emails from freaking people that I don't know at all. Thanks, phone. Exciting news. Fun. I wake up and start getting ready for school. As I'm doing so, I get a text message. It's from Monica. Hey guys, I have some exciting news to share with all you at the club today. See you all there, Monica. I wonder what it could be. All of a sudden, I get another message. It's from Yuri! Yay! I immediately open the message and read it. Hi, Devin. I'm sorry that I couldn't attend the club yesterday. I was feeling a little ill. That doesn't sound good. Don't worry, I'm feeling better now. I'll see you later. I love you, Devin. I sigh in relief. She really is okay. Did we say a single word in that? No, we didn't. Natsuki was right. I was being paranoid. I'm just glad to know that Yuri's alright. I start making my way to school. On my way, I think back to the message from Monica. She said that she has some exciting news. Are we getting a new member? I just wonder... Oh, what if it's that kid? If we're getting a new member, what if it's that kid? I hope it's not the case. I hope that's not the case at all. I wonder what she has in store for us. Unless, like, we're going out to eat somewhere, that'd be a better alternative than to have a new member. Just the normal lectures for today. I've been eagerly anticipating for the bell to ring. Just a little bit longer. Class is finally over. I walk out into the corridor and make my way to the club. Hey, Devin. So glad to have you. Did you see the message I sent this morning? Hey, Monica. Yes, I did. What's the news? I'll share it with you all in just a moment. You can go ahead and have a seat in the front row. I have some desks lined up for today's meeting. Sounds good. I look behind Monica and there are 4 desks lined up. Sayori and Natsuki are chatting together. I see Yuri on the far end. She looks up from her book and sees me. I go and sit next to her. Hey, Yuri. I give Yuri a small kiss on the cheek. She averts her gaze. I see her blushing from the corner of my eye. Hi, Devin. How are you today? I'm good, thank you. I was a little worried about you yesterday. I'm sorry, Devin. I didn't mean to make you worry. No, it's okay. I just care about you, Yuri. Thank you, Devin. It's very endearing of you. Of course, you mean a lot to me. Just know that I'm here if you need anything. Yuri timidly nods. So, do you know what Monica has wanted to tell us? I'm not sure, to be honest. We'll just have to find out. I suppose so. Okay, everyone. I just want to discuss something with you all. Everyone remains silent. I know that the festival has passed and it wasn't very successful, but student council has informed me that there's going to be a talent show in 3 weeks. Oh boy, a talent show! I'm the first one to speak up. A talent show? Monica nods. With that being said, I think we should put on a performance for the event. What do you guys think? Everyone stares at each other for a moment. Sayori's the first one to speak up. I'm in, we can totally do it! That's the spirit, Sayori. I don't mind participating. I think this would be a great way to redeem ourselves. Thank you, Devin. I knew I can count on you. I'm slightly blushing as Monica says this. Thankfully, nobody seemed to notice. Natsuki, Yuri? And of course, they're a little bit against it. Come on, guys, please. I know you guys can do it. Alright, fine. I'll do it. Great. What about you, Yuri? Oh yeah, because Yuri didn't do so well, during the festival, did she? She's probably going to be a little more apprehensive to this because of what happened at the festival. I'm not sure if I can. Oh, come on, Yuri. I know you can do it. I don't know, Monica. Monica appears a little worried. Yuri's trying to find a way out of this. I know she can do it. She just needs to be convinced. Please, Yuri. I know it sounds scary, but you can do this. We believe in you. I believe in you. Yuri hesitates for a moment. Okay, I'll do it. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Yuri. You're the best. I'd recommend picking out or making a poem to recite for the event. Practice as much as you can. We won't worry about decorations this time, just the recital. That's all I have for today. Thank you, guys. This really means a lot. Monica heads back to her desk. Sayori and Natsuki, my nose will not stop hurting. It's very stuffy, and like when I scratch it, it hurts. I don't know why. Sayori and Natsuki continue their conversation. I turn to Yuri. She looks as frightened as ever. Oh no. Come on, Yuri. You'll be fine this time, I know it. Contrary to what you might think, you're very good at reciting poetry. I appreciate the compliment, Devin, but I'm just not ready yet. The festival is a disaster all because of me. I can't foresee this event having a different outcome. I'll just end up embarrassing myself and the club again. Yuri's holding her hands together in fear. I want her to be successful, so I'm gonna do the only thing I can think of. Well, what if I help you practice? You would do that for me, Devin? Of course, Yuri. It's the least I can do. Thank you, Devin. Your generosity truly has no limit. Yuri then gently places a kiss on my cheek, making me blush in the process. You're welcome. Shall we get started then? I think now would be a good time, yes. Yuri retrieves her poem from her bag and we begin our practice session. I help Yuri practice for the remainder of the club. She still has to work on her confidence, but I can tell she's improving. I just hope that she'll be ready for the show. Only time will tell. Okay, everyone. I think that's just about wraps us this meeting for today. Any last minute questions? Nah, I think I'm good. I'm ready. I'm good to go. Nothing I can think of. I'd say I'm more confident in myself, though. I'm glad to hear that, Yuri. I just keep practicing and we'll hit out of the park for sure. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say hit you. That was a big word jumble. I apologize. See you guys tomorrow. Everyone starts packing their things and we leave. Yuri and I head out into the corridor. As we're walking, I feel a slight tug on my jacket. Devin? Do you think we could practice a little more? I'd understand if you don't want to. Sure, I don't see why not. Anything for you, Yuri. Yuri beams at me with joy. Where would you like to go? Maybe we could go to the courtyard. Sounds like a great idea. I take Yuri's hand and we start walking to the school courtyard. As we're making our way to the courtyard, I see someone in the... Oh no! I can already see where this is going! It's that student again, Clyde. That's his name. I think it was his name. He's grabbing some books out of his locker. I stop walking. What's wrong, Devin? I simply point in his general direction. Yuri notices almost immediately. She looks very worried. Hey, let's not worry about him. We could just walk past him. I don't think he even knows we're here. Okay. We start walking in the hopes that he doesn't notice us. He still hasn't finished with his locker. I think we're good. Yuri sighs in relief. We finally make it to the courtyard. That was a scary moment. Yuri puts her hands together. I can tell she's excited. Spring is wonderful, don't you agree? I agree, it's wonderful. Oh, forgive me, Devin. I'm getting distracted. No, don't be sorry. I enjoy this weather as well. I'm glad. Where would you like to sit? I look around for a good location. Even though school is over, the courtyard is filled with students. It looks like some are here for the club, studying, or just to pass the time. Most of the benches are taken, however. I notice that the fountain isn't occupied with students. Let's sit by the fountain. Good idea, Devin. We walk over to the fountain and sit down. Wait, this music. I love this music. It's amazing. Yuri pulls out her poem and starts reciting. Yuri closes her eyes as she does so. When she reads, she applies the appropriate tone of her poem. She lowers and raises her voice at certain points to emphasize her feelings and emotions. I simply watch her, amazed. I envy Yuri's reading abilities. How was that? Even better than the last time. Do you feel like you're improving? I do, actually. I'm proud of myself. You should feel proud. I knew you could do it. Thank you. We sit in silence, admiring each other. All of a sudden, someone walks up to us. Is it Clyde? Is it freaking Clyde? It's Clyde. Well, if it isn't the two lovebirds, Romeo and Juliet. What are you guys up to? Reading poetry to each other? How cute. What do you want? Nothing, just saying hello. I'm not allowed to do that? Look, we're trying to practice for an event. Could you please just leave us alone? He gives me a sinister smile. Oh, sure. How rude of me. I'll leave you guys to it then. He starts to walk off. All of a sudden, he trips into Yuri, causing her to fall backwards into the fountain. I'm gonna punch this kid. I'm gonna actually, I'm supposed to be the nice guy and know all of this, but he deserves to freaking have his arm torn backwards. I'm just saying that. Everyone in the courtyard now has their attention on us. Yuri! He regains his balance. I look at him angrily. Oh, I'm sorry. It was just an accident. Honestly. Then he walks off. I try to grab Yuri out of the fountain. She struggles at first, but finally manages to get out. She's soaking wet. Yuri, you alright? She shakes her head. Yuri then begins sobbing. All the students are looking at us. Some are shocked while others are laughing. I turn and face the crowd of laughing students. What are you guys laughing at? You think this is funny? The students stop laughing. Everyone is quiet. I face Yuri again. Yuri, I didn't get to finish my sentence as Yuri runs out of the courtyard, her hands covering her face. I call out to her. Yuri! She doesn't look back. Yuri, wait! Again, she doesn't respond. I sit back down in the fountain. Yuri. That wasn't a fun chapter. It was a good chapter, but it wasn't a fun chapter.
I enter my house, soaking wet. I was so embarrassed that I just ran. People will never look at me the same way again. It's all over. My life is over.
Don't think that way, Yuri. You'll get better, I promise. Chapter 4. Where's Yuri? Aw, is she missing now? This is taking a really sad turn. I love it, but it's like it's very it's bittersweet. Like it's really the storyline is very well made. But one thing is, I want to beat the crap out of Clyde, and two, I don't know if there's a two. I kind of just want to beat the crap out of Clyde. That could be a me thing, though. I don't know. Every guy who seems to have a snobby attitude, I hate. Like there's Wallace, there's freaking there's Todd from Doki Doki, and then there's Clyde. Where is Yuri? Oh boy. I love how we already gotten to the third chapter in this video, and it's only like 20 minutes in since I started recording. That's a loud freaking alarm clock. I wake up and turn off my alarm, stretching as far as I get out of bed. I then check my phone for any messages. Please, Yuri. Nothing. I practically blew up Yuri's phone the other day with calls and text messages. She ran so fast I didn't have a chance to say anything to her. I was worried about her. I still am. Part of me thought that I should just go to her house and check on her. Another part of me thought that it was best just to leave her alone. I was so conflicted with myself. Maybe she'll come to school today. Then again, I would find it hard to go, as well as what happened yesterday. Hopefully Yuri gets back to me at some point. I'm scared of what happens next. Today has been dreadfully slow, almost as time has stopped entirely. I'm constantly checking my phone for any messages. Still, nothing. I put my head down on my desk. All of a sudden, I hear the school bell ring. The students leave and I sit for a moment. Devin? Huh? Are you alright? Yeah. I'm fine. I'm just a little distracted, I guess. Is something bothering you? Would you like to talk about it? Nah, I think I'm good. I appreciate it, though. Alright. I'm always here if you need some help. Thank you, Miss Addie. Anytime. I pack up my things and make my way to the exit. Wait, Devin. I turn around. I have your assignment graded. Would you like it back now? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. If you wouldn't mind, that'd be great. Miss Addie hands me my assignment. I was about to leave, but she stops me again. You know, that was very well written. I turn around once more. Really? She nods. I love the music. I'd like to comment a bit more if I may. Sure. This girl you wrote about, Yuri. I nod. She must be a big inspiration to you, am I correct? Very much so. She's introduced me to so many new hobbies, and she's just an amazing person. She's even made me a better person in a way. I could see that in your writing. You gave it your best, Devin, and I often grade assignments that have no passion or effort put into them. Students will just turn them in because they have to. This one, however, it kind of inspired me in a way. It did? Indeed. It made me realize that there are people in life that you must cherish, because one day they will be gone, and losing someone important to you can be devastating. It's a silly thought, I know, but I have a family that I don't get to see as much as I'd like. Granted, my husband's working a lot too, but you reminded me to tell him on occasion how much he means to me. He's always been there when I needed him the most, during the good times and the bad. Miss Addie explains herself. She takes off her glasses and sets them on the desk. She then takes both hands and wipes her face. Ooh, is she crying? Miss Addie, you alright? Oh, forgive me, Devin. Things like this just make me emotional. Miss Addie puts her glasses back on. She adjusts them before going back to speaking. What I'm trying to say is just thank you for reminding me to enjoy the little things, Devin. Enjoy the little things. Thank you, Miss Addie. It means so much to me. And you're welcome. Miss Addie nods and before goes back to grading her assignments. I take my assignment and neatly put it into my folder. I then exit the room and make my way to the club. That was amazing. That was a really good scene. I enter the club room. Monica comes up to me. Hi, Devin. Hey, Monica. Is something wrong? I was just wondering where Yuri was. Oh, she's not here today. I was hoping she would be. I'm sorry, Devin, but she's not here. I haven't seen her at all today. I'm honestly not surprised she didn't come, especially after what happened yesterday. You heard about what happened? Unfortunately, yes. I feel so terrible for Yuri. Me too. I've been trying desperately to contact her, but she hasn't replied. I'm sure she'll be fine, Devin. It's best not to dwell on it. I'm sure she'll get back to you, I know it. Just give her some time. Yeah, of course. Excuse me. I'm just gonna practice reciting some more of today. Sure, go right ahead. I hope it goes well. Thanks, Monica. Monica walks back to her desk and I do the same. I pull out my poem that I've been practicing. It's a new poem that I wrote specifically for the event. I've been getting better at writing and I personally feel that it's some of my best work. I read it in my head. A few minutes passed. As I'm reading, I feel my head hurting more and more. Devin? I turn around and see Sayori. Oh, hey Sayori. You okay, Devin? Yeah, I'm fine. Just have a minor headache. I say minor, but it feels like my head is being drilled into. I haven't had a headache like this before. Do you want to take a small nap? It might make you feel better. I mean, do you guys mind? I've been reciting my poem for a while. I think it'll be okay. I'm sure Monica will understand. Alright, thank you, Sayori. No problem, Devin. Hope you feel better. On to Sayori, she goes back to her seat. I remove the items from my desk and put them into my bag. I then put my head down on my desk. Even though my head is throbbing with pain, I find myself feeling more relaxed. More and more relaxed. Into a deep sleep. Oh no. The screen is red. I don't know if I like this.
I can't do this anymore. I've been trying to convince myself that things would get better.
Don't have this mindset.
But they haven't.
Don't have this mindset.
Nobody at school likes me.
That's not true.
They laugh at me.
Maybe a little bit true, but that's something you shouldn't dwell on.
They despise me. I'm just an embarrassment to them. It would be better if I just disappeared.
Don't say stuff like that, Yuri.
No one will care if I'm gone.
That's also not true. Oh no, is she gonna do what I think she's gonna do? Devin? Devin? Wake up, Devin! Oh, is this a dream or is this like was that actually a thing? Breathing heavily, I'm suddenly jolted awake. I wipe my face. I'm completely drenched in sweat. Natsuki, Monica, and Sayori are standing in front of me, very concerned. What's going on? What happened? You fell asleep, Devin. We heard you muttering in your sleep. I think you were having a nightmare. A nightmare? Yeah, it sounded serious. Are you okay? Yeah, it's just, I was reading my poem, and then my head started hurting. I drifted off afterwards. I can't remember about much of the dream. All I can remember is that Yuri was in it. It sounded like she was in trouble. Oh, for goodness sake, Yuri's fine. It was just a dream. I know. It just felt so real. Ugh. Natsuki sits back down at her desk, clearly frustrated with me. Devin, I think Natsuki's right. What do you mean? I know you care about Yuri, but it was just a dream. I'm sure she's at home, safe and sound. I was about to answer, but I hesitated. Maybe I'm just imagining things. I really am just being paranoid about this. Or am I? What should I do? Oh. I can't remember if this was one of the choices that Matt said that affected the ending, because there's 3 endings that there is, and he said that. I think I'm gonna check on Yuri. I after hearing what she was saying, I have a really strong feeling that that wasn't a dream, and that was actually her at home and what she was saying. I'm gonna check on Yuri. I'm sorry, guys. Devin, I have to go and check on her. I can't shake this weird feeling until I know she's okay. But Devin, ignoring Monica's plea, I rush out the door. I feel so bad for leaving, but I'm worried about Yuri. I start running to the top at top speed to get to Yuri's house. I haven't ran like this for some time. It makes me realize how out of shape I am. I have butterflies in my stomach. I'm very scared of what's going to happen. After a vigorous run, I finally make it to Yuri's house. I knock on the door and patiently wait for an answer. Nothing. I try opening the door. To my surprise, the door is unlocked. Is there any reason why Yuri would leave it unlocked? No time to question it. I enter Yuri's house. Oh no. I close the door behind me and begin walking through the house. It's quiet. Yuri! Yuri, it's Devin. Are you here? There's nothing to be heard except for the sound of my own breathing. I decide to check the living room. Yuri? She's not here either. I make my way to Yuri's bedroom instead. The door is closed. Even if it's an invasion of privacy, I have to do this. I open the door. Oh, thank God. I'm I was physically, I had so much butterflies in my stomach. I did not want that to end the way I thought it was going to end. Oh, I'm so relieved that she's good, that she's fine. Devin! Yuri, no! Oh, no. Yuri's holding the knife up to her wrist. She was about to, too. I immediately go over to retrieve it from her. I practically tackle her before she had the chance. We fall into the bed. Yuri drops the knife. She starts crying. Yuri, what were you thinking? I get it from the bed. I pick up the knife and place it back on the shelf. Yuri remains sitting, her face buried in her hands. She's breathing heavily through her sobs. She looks at me. I'm sorry. Yuri, please tell me you weren't seriously going to do it. Why? After what happened at school, I thought it was the end for me. I mean, I wasn't the most interesting person at school. I wasn't very well known either. But now everyone will make fun of me. I'll be a laughingstock for the rest of my days. No one would have cared if I was gone. I thought it would be a necessary action. This isn't the way out, Yuri. I would have cared. What would have happened if I didn't get here in time? Well, what about the girls? If I had left her, if I had said Yuri was fine back at the club room, would she have killed herself? What about the girls? What would they think? What about your own father? Yuri looks away, ashamed. Yuri's now realized the ramifications for what could have happened. I walked back over to the bed and sit down next to Yuri. Devin, I look over at Yuri. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking rationally. I don't respond. Instead, I hug Yuri very tightly. She returns my embrace. She proceeds to cry into my shirt. You must hate me now. I was selfish and messed everything up. I'd understand if you didn't want to continue dating. I couldn't fathom what Yuri was about to do. She's already done a lot of self-harm to her, or a lot of harm to herself. I want to be there for Yuri, but I don't know how I can help if I can help her. I love her, but would that be the best thing for me to do? Should I forgive Yuri? Really? Of course. I'm not mad at you. I was afraid of losing you. But I'm a burden. All of the students don't like me. Worst of all, they make fun of you now because you're with me. I don't want that for you. You deserve so much better. Who cares what they think? Even if they made fun of me for the rest of my life, it wouldn't change the way I feel about you. I want to be with you. Don't you understand? Yes. I've loved you since I met you, Yuri. I didn't know how to express my feelings back then, but I know them right now. You mean the world to me. I don't want to live in a world where you're not by my side. Yuri sobs in between her sentences. Do you really mean that? Of course. Even if a few students don't care about you, there are people who do. I love you, Yuri. The girls love you. Your father loves you. We'd be devastated if you were gone. I've been with you for this long, and I won't give up on you. I love you too, Devin. I want to hold you and never let go. Yuri and I continue hugging. I hold her close and pat her head. Thank you, Devin, for saving me. If you hadn't shown up, I would have most likely done it. You don't have to thank me. We then slowly release each other. We should work on this problem before it gets worse. I understand. I did say that I'll go to therapy with you. Should we give it a try? Okay. Don't worry, I'll be right by your side the entire time. I know you will. What about the girls and your father? Don't worry, I'll tell them. They deserve to know. Was that the end of the chapter? That was the end of the chapter. Okay. Wow. That was actually very, very deep. Oh, I was on the verge of, like, everything. Like, I was very, very scared of what was gonna happen if I chose the wrong choice. Words can't explain what I was thinking when, like, even approaching her house. And it's funny, because, like, normally when I'm, like, reading, off of, like, visual novels or mods for the game and stuff like that, it's not very often that I start to feel the same sort of emotions that the main character in the game does. And that's like, solid proof to how well this mod was actually built, and I'm actually, like, seriously, this is, like, the best mod that I've ever played. Matt, I don't know what you I don't know how you gotten this amazing at making this mod. And it's sort of, it's sort of sad that I don't think you're planning on making another mod anytime soon, but I'd love it if you did. But seriously, that was a very deep chapter, and so many things were rushing through my head when that happened. I was ready just to kind of take a break for a few minutes and just, like, think. Honestly, I think that's as far as I can get for this episode. I know it's probably a little bit short than usual, but I don't think I can handle another one right now. Not after what just happened. So I think I am going to leave it here. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. I'd love it to this channel, guys. I've got a Discord. Come check me out outside YouTube. It's going to be a fun time for all. Hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. Hope you guys in my next one. Goodbye.